Right. I think it's a world of difference between, let's say a woman wrestler who is just jacked up and you look at her and you go, wow, that is one intimidating looking wrestler in there with a man, which I could understand doing once in a while. It's a very different thing from having a woman who is in the ring with a man who is of a much larger build, much more muscular, much more intimidating looking. To me, and even that's what was part of Scotty's point, it's a little bit disturbing. And I think it's okay to share that opinion.
He said he's got a daughter that's 20 years old. He doesn't want to be on tape or on video around the world beating up some random girl wrestler.
It's one of those things, if you showed it to somebody who didn't watch wrestling, and I know this shouldn't always be the barometer, but if you showed it to somebody who didn't watch wrestling, knew nothing about wrestling, they would go, well, this is an atrocity. What am I watching? Is this a crime being committed?
Well, and the only time I've seen a man versus woman match and felt sorry for the man was anybody that had to work with Nicole Bass. Otherwise than that, oh boy. And that was just because of her, not necessarily her size and strength, but the fluidity of her work. I took a body slam from Nicole Bass one time at one of the early developmental shows up in Massachusetts when Dr. Tom and Dory Funk Jr. were still training guys in the studio up there. And okay, we showed her beforehand how to pick me up and, more importantly, how to turn me over and put me down, not on my head. But I swear to God, she picks me up. Woo! I go up, down, nice slam, boom, got it. And I look down at my chest. And you remember, some of the older listeners may remember in the 80s, they had the I ran into Tammy Faye at the mall t-shirts about Tammy Faye Baker, where it was like you smushed her incredibly thick, overdone makeup and boom. And that was what my chest and the front of my suit jacket looked like. Her whole face rubbed off on me as she put me down.
Wow. Yeah, I think Stan Lane wore that shirt on a promo once. I remember seeing that. I bumped into Tammy Faye t-shirt.
Yes, he did. He stole that from me, as a matter of fact.
Ah, okay.